Hello everybody and welcome to my thoughts on Cook Serve Delicious. Cook Serve Delicious is a title I tried to talk a few of my friends into buying, and they always, when I tell them the title of this game, they look at me and they think it's just some casual Farmville like thing that's not really interesting, and I kind of disagree, and that's why I wanted to make this video. In my opinion, it can be compared to, Cook Serve Delicious is a restaurant management game where you have to manage your restaurant, and cook and prepare the food and serve it to your customers. And you have to do that fast enough, because if you take too long, they're not going to be happy. And the cooking and the preparing of the food, I think it can be compared to a beat 'em up game. And what I mean by that is, usually in beat 'em ups you memorize combos and then you execute them when you're signaled to do so, because when the enemy powers up his Hadouken or something, you do a combo that counters that. In here, the customer comes in and orders a lasagna, and you execute the combo that cooks the perfect lasagna. So that's why we'll see that once I start playing. That's how I feel. Cook Serve Delicious was originally a mobile game, released for tablets. I think, was it first the iPad or first the Play Store? I don't know. Now it's released on Steam for €9. It's been recently updated with controller support, if that's something you're into. I only played it with the keyboard because that works absolutely fine. I tried the controller really short, but like the keyboard better, and so I'm gonna stick with that. So let's get into the game. As I've said, it's a restaurant management thing. You don't have to manage a lot, you just have to manage your active menu. Managing your active menu means you start by selecting the menu for the day. So I'm gonna say, let's clear it all. Today my daily special, that's something I will explain later, is the fish and some salad with that, and beer is always good. And what else are we gonna serve today? Maybe some coffee, some grilled chicken, and let's take the lasagna, because let's not take the grilled chicken. I'll explain in a bit why. Let's take maybe the steak, because that's not the steak, the hamburger, because that's fun to do. And now I've selected the active menu, and what I tried to do while building up this active menu is increase my buzz. Increasing my buzz means the more buzz I have, the more customers will come, the more food I will sell, and the more money I will earn. And that's generally a good thing. How do I increase my buzz? Each food has certain good things and bad things associated with them. And for example, the hamburger has it's a fatty food, and if I have too much fat foods on my menu, that's gonna give negative buzz. If I have a lot of healthy foods like the fish or the salad, that's gonna be positive buzz. Then there's some context sensitive, like the fish and the coffee. See this little rain symbol, that means when it starts to rain during the day, which I will get a notification on the day before, then that's gonna increase my buzz for the time it's raining. So that's one part of the managing. The second part is, with all the money I earn, I can buy more food. I have bought a lot already. Now there's still some things left. I can't afford the chicken breast quite yet. There's some more foods. Probably, maybe we'll unlock some more, maybe not. There's a lot already. And with the money, I can also upgrade my food. For example, the fish, I could upgrade it so I get additional recipes. Or get an even fancier fish, and then I can sell it for more money, and so on. And that will lead to even more combos, because the hamburger, there's not just one recipe for a hamburger. You can have a lot of different hamburgers with different stuff in it. You can have double meat, only one meat, tomatoes, cheese, you know, everything's optional. And you know, if I upgrade that, I get even pickles, and then there's even more recipes and stuff like that. So the more I upgrade it, the more complex the food will become, but also the more money I will earn with it. I can also buy equipment. You know, the grill station and stuff like that allows me to the grill station allows me, for example, to cook burgers. Without that, I couldn't even do that. I have a tip jar, I have some table snacks that I already bought that will keep the customers a bit more patient, so it gives me more time to prepare the food, and so on and so forth. So that's it for the managing part. So why not start a new day and you will see the cooking and the serving part of the game. And this is gonna maybe a bit hectic, so excuse me if the commentary is a bit lacking. So on the left you see, you know, these are the incoming orders. Now I have one incoming order, which is beer, and I have to prepare that. I do that by just holding down the arrow key and until the glass is full, and then I serve it. And so on. And there's even the second customer. I get a combo going, which is good. And yeah, you see it's starting to rain outside, so this guy wants fish. If I do nothing, you will see that this icon will slowly slide back in, and once it's back all the way, you know, the customer will no longer wait. Which means I didn't finish the order, which means he's gonna be bad, it's gonna be negative buzz, I'm not gonna earn money. So now this fish is cooked, so I can serve it. This is now cooked, the meat, and now I have to build the burger. And you see on the right side always this the buttons I have to press. So someone didn't flush the toilet, so I have to do that. And he wants ranch, cheese, and mushrooms and tomatoes. You could also click on that stuff, but you know, with keyboard it just works better. And now, you know, it's 12 o'clock, rush hour. Everyone wants to eat, so there's gonna be a lot of people coming in. So ranch and cheese, and here's the lasagna. So that's a bit more to do. Let me just and now there's a different recipe, so it's I have to change it up a bit. And you see it's quite frantic during rush hour. And these things where I throw out the trash and clean the dishes, those are chores I sometimes have to do. Because otherwise, you know, the restaurants get dirty. That's also negative buzz again. Nobody wants to eat in a dirty restaurant. Thank God they are all buying fish, which is really easy to prepare. And now that it's a bit more relaxed, I can maybe explain the UI a bit more. So over here you see that's the left arrow key, right arrow key, lower arrow key. When I press all these, I cut off head, body and tail. Then I can season it, or I have to season it because he wants to. Here you see what you have to do with the food, and then press enter to cook it. When it's cooking, there's this little timer. Once that revolves one time, it's finished, you can serve it. If you don't serve it fast enough, this meter goes from green to yellow to red, and then the fish will be burned, and nobody wants burned food. So you have to keep that in mind too. So he wants one meat, or she, sorry. Oh, and somebody didn't flush the toilet again. I don't know what's up with that. Only get that out, and that's pretty much pretty representative of what you're going to do in Cook Serve Delicious. Now there's a lot of different foods which require different combos. Some of them are more complicated than others. I mean, you have seen that already. The lasagna is a bit more complicated than the fish or the beer. So if you want to play hard mode, there's definitely the potential for choosing more difficult set of food. I chose a bit of an easy set because I have to talk while preparing all these things, which is a tall order if you ask me, and takes a lot of concentration. But so far it's been a perfect day, which is really surprising to me. Yeah, so far I've only had perfect orders. If you somehow mess up the preparation, you forget to, you mix up the layers in the lasagna a bit wrong, then you will maybe just get an average order or a bad order, even if you really screw it up, and that leads to customers not being happy. You won't earn more money and everyone's unhappy. Okay, the meaty. And yeah, if you have to read the text below that describes how to do it right now, then you're not gonna be fast enough to get all the orders, and people will be unhappy. So that's why you have to memorize. I have memorized the combo for the meaty Rome lasagna, and whenever the customer orders it, I just know which buttons I have to press in which order, because even the order is quite important for the lasagna, it seems, and people will be pissed even if the parmesan comes in before the cheese. So yeah, really picky customers, but otherwise it might be too easy. So coffee with creamer and 4 sugars. So 2 meat, lettuce, bacon, cheese and tomatoes. Get the fish ready. Oh, the fish is really satisfying when you press the 3 arrow keys and just every fish is flying off. Oh damn it, messed up the lasagna. Put the vegetables in after the cheese. So this is gonna be the first not so good order, and it's even a bad order. Customer's not happy with that. And this is it for the day. So during one day you will always have 2 rush hours, and we see I have served 59 customers. 58 of those were perfect and only 1 bad, which is really good in my opinion. And the buzz earned is the positive buzz, well, because we had such a good combo going. Is, for the next day there's going to be a lot of customers wanting to go to our restaurant. Negative buzz is 0.5% because I have 1 bad rating. Yeah, and I've even finished all my chores, which means I flushed all the toilets. The customers didn't flush, those damn bastards. I've trapped the rat, I've washed some dishes, thrown some garbage. I have not dispensed justice. Sometimes you can even get robbed and then you have to describe the robber, which takes forever. I have never had to do it, but maybe it will happen sooner or later. And yeah, right now I'm just a 1-star restaurant, and in order to get to a 2-star restaurant I have to complete certain tasks. I have completed all of them except the complete 20 days of service. Yeah, all the others were done really fast, and now I just have to grind out 7 more days until I get to a 2-star restaurant. Once I'm at a 2-star restaurant, I can, I unlock these foods. For example, this sushi, which I can't buy right now. Firstly, because I don't have the money necessary, but also because I have not the 2 stars required to buy that, to be able to sell it. So that's with 2 stars. Yeah. Other than that, there are some extra events. I haven't unlocked a lot of those yet. I mean, this was some catering events. The events are pretty much just there's a set menu, and you have to finish serving those as fast as you can. There are also challenges with leaderboards, with Steam leaderboards. And there you have it. Highest perfect color. Those are just regular overall leaderboards. And what I'm doing. And then there's some pile of meats, whatever that is. I haven't unlocked those yet. Where you, I guess, will also have a set menu, and you will have to do as many perfect orders as you possibly can. And then you can compare yourself with your friends and be happy when you beat someone by just 5 or 1 or whatever. So that's pretty much Cook Serve Delicious. So why don't I do another day with a lot of different foods so you kind of see all the different stuff. Let me take, for example, the soup, which is a nightmare basically, because it's really complex, has a lot of ingredients, and will be easily. Let's take the coffee again, because that's an easy one. What else? Let me take maybe the steak, which I have never done before. Pizza is also very hard. Let's take the pretzel, that's really simple. Let's take the soda station. Maybe not the best from a boss point of view, but it's just for demonstration. After each day you will maybe get some emails which tells you, burger upgrade available, which means I could now upgrade the burger. I mean, I think I could have upgraded it before, but there's maybe a second upgrade now available. A new item is available, spam filtering, so I don't get emails like this, but that's not very important. Menu rot, there's a warning, happens, for example, for the fish, because some foods, if you have them on the menu for more than 2 days, I think, more than 2 consecutive days, they will start to get this menu rot, and people will not be happy that you have the same food all the goddamn time. So there's your motivation for switching it out and serving different kinds of food. Let's do another day, and then we'll wrap it up and see. Just a coffee is nice, so press down, and since she wants a creamer, let's press C and enter to serve. For this I just have to hold down the down arrow, then press P and enter, and that's it. So these are really basic, simple foods. The pretzel is just even more, just some cinnamon on it, and enter to serve it. Still waiting for soup, because then you'll see how ridiculous it gets. Okay, so bow tie noodles, bouillon cubes, seasonings, then switch the page, get the tomatoes, chop that up, get the celery, and cook it. And there's more than one recipe for soup. I mean, right now I only have 2, but that's enough. So there's a lot of things to press for the soup. So seasoned 3 times, and 1 juice, and cook it. And those are easy. So steak seems to take a lot of time. So you don't have to switch the page. If you know the letter associated with the celery, you can just send it out, or just press it and it will come up. And you can chop it down. But if you don't know the letter, you have to switch the page. Okay, do this real quick. A small water with ice. There you go. Chicken noodles, cubes, celery. Chicken noodles, cubes, celery. Oh, it seems they all want the same soup, which is fine by me. Medium cola with ice. The soup is ready. Have to take out the trash. Prepare another soup. So I hope for the soup it doesn't matter in which juicy, citrus. Flush the toilet and do that. And that's been good. I think that was good. Whew, yeah. So but you know, it's really satisfying when it all comes together and you see, you know, soup to show, and you just know which buttons to press and do it real fast and manage to get all the orders out. And what I didn't tell you up until now is right now you see on the top left that I can take at maximum 5 orders simultaneously. The more stars you get, the more orders you will get. And it's not something you can choose, so you know, when I get my 2nd star I will be able to get 6 orders simultaneously, and therefore the difficulty will increase. It will increase a lot. I started with only 4 slots before I got the 1st star, just a coffee, there you go. And even getting the 1 additional slot was already an increase with ice, there you go. And yeah, I can only imagine, you know, if you have 4 or 5 stars, if you have 5 stars, I think you're gonna get, right, 3 times, 1 choose. Yeah, if you have 5 stars, you'll have 9 slots, I think, and that's just ridiculous. So you really have to have your combos down then. If they could just, you know, flush the toilet once. I mean, I don't come to their house and, you know, use the toilet and don't flush it. I mean, what's that all about? Seasoned choice juicy, 1 citrus. There you go. 1 small water. So yeah, I don't know where the manner of these guys comes from. Well, the girls don't know which ones are the ones not flushing. You know? Could be both. Seasoned juicy citrus. Seasoned juicy citrus. That's ready. Seasoned juicy citrus, large water with ice. Whew, that looks good. Get that out and so yeah, the soup is something you really have to remember, because if you have to look at the buttons all the time, you will never get all the orders done in time. Maybe perfect day. Well, let's see. Let's not celebrate early. Get that out. Flush that once again. I'm starting to believe it's always the same guy that just wants to piss me off. Maybe it's the guy from the restaurant across the street trying to sabotage me. I don't know. I don't know who would do such a thing. What did I didn't put in yet? Okay, that's looking good. See? So there's no more rush hour, so this should be a bit more relaxing. Okay. Get the mouse. T, A, and Y. Get that out. And that's the easy one. And once again the toilet. I don't know, maybe it's something on the menu. Maybe there's something with the food. Okay, yeah, why not? You come in 1 minute before we close and order steak. I mean, sure. Why not? Okay, you better tip very generously, young lady. And there you go. Good, a perfect day. I didn't believe that was possible while talking. So, yeah. Let's wrap it up here. That's Cooksurf Delicious. It's out on Steam. €9, as I've said before. Yeah, this is pretty much what you get. I am enjoying this a great deal. My girlfriend already, saw me playing it and bought it now too. And she's having a lot of fun with it as well. So, I guess that's a recommendation. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did enjoy it, please consider clicking the like button, sharing it, leave a comment and tell me what you did like about it and what not. Tell me if you liked the game and if you bought it. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.